Hi everybody! Okay, what are we going to do today? We're utilizing all these russet potatoes we received. We received this big bag from, what is this, Green Acres russet potatoes. Big old bag. How many pounds is this? A 5-pound bag of russet potatoes, plus we get russet potatoes in our bag, either from the Village Project or from the San Francisco Neighbors Solidarity Network. So we have plenty of potatoes. So guess what we're going to do today? I've never done it before, but they're called Hasselback potatoes. They're kind of simple. We're basically going to start with well-scrubbed russet potatoes. So we're going to make Hasselback potatoes with our russet potatoes that we have just scrubbed, and now we're doing the final rinse. Make sure your skin's nice and clean, and now we're ready to dry them and get ready to fix Hasselback potatoes. Woohoo! We're doing this. Yay, team! Then you put a butter mixture together, and see, I still have the butter that we got, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks ago. It lasts a long time. I have the last of my thyme fresh. I have the last of my rosemary fresh, and I literally have a few leaves of basil that we received a while back, but to have even this left after 3 weeks, I have to tell you my tip. And then I'm going to do the rest with dry herbs. So I really love this chimichurri because it has all dried herbs, plus it has garlic and lemon oil. But they have all the dried herbs. I love that as a basis. I'm going to put a little bit of sweet basil and a little bit of licorice-ish tarragon. I really like tarragon. Now you could do either or. You could have fresh only. You can do a combination, or you can just do whatever dry herbs you have on hand. And if you don't have dry herbs on hand, just butter, salt, and pepper would do the trick. But Hasselback calls for herbs, butter, and primarily I slice it really thin. So I'm going to show you how we do that. I think that's it. Mise en place. Oh no! So in the butter mixture, in addition to the herbs, I'm also going to put in a little bit, and this is just I looked up a recipe, so I'm modifying the recipe, and I really like the smokiness of paprika plus the color. I think it would look nice on the potatoes. And what else will we put in that mixture? Oh, and I'm going to mince some garlic to put in the butter mixture, and that's what we'll brush over throughout its baking process. And of course, sea salt, fresh black pepper. All this goes inside of, the salt goes on top of the potato with olive oil, before we slice them. So that's the first thing before we put the butter on them once they're in the oven. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyway, we'll start it off with slicing these, rubbing them with olive oil, and then a little bit of salt. And so we're preheating our oven to 425. Let's get started slicing. Ooh, it's a party. Yeah. Now the first thing I'm going to do is cut off the bottom of the potato to make the very thin slices. So I want it to be flat. So I'm going to take just that very bottom off, just to make it flat. Let's see which one is the better. And once again, all we're doing is making it level. And these are going to be treats that we'll put on the side. So first thing we do, I'll do all 4. prevent it from cutting all the way through. It's kind of like a stopper. Does that make sense, y'all? Let's see. Remember, this is also the first time I've done this, so. So I want to make them really, really. See how the spoon is stopping me? And I'm making them really thin. That's our oven. We're preheating to 425. Really, this is the hardest part. And it just takes time, that's all. I think they'll be worth it. Uh-oh. Let me hold it a little closer. See how I've cut these little slices? Alright, I'll continue with the other 3, and then we'll get ready to put olive oil on them and rub them with salt. Put them in the oven. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, we've got them all nicely sliced. I made a couple of errors, but I think we'll be okay. Now I'm going to dry. I want the potatoes dry. Make sure they're nice and dry. And whenever I can use my cast iron, I always do, especially for roasting, baking, frying, it doesn't matter. The reason why cast iron is so good is because it gets really hot. And that's the key to getting things crispy and just wonderful. So we're going to use our cast iron. Actually, this is, those who watch me know that this is beloved to me. My skillet is called Corrine. Corrine is my grandmother's. This is my grandmother's skillet. I love it so much. And Corrine is my middle name, and that is my grandmother's name. So can you imagine what's been fixed in this? So anyway, if you have a cast iron, that's great. If you don't, just put foil over a pan. A cookie sheet would be great, and keep it moving. Okay, so we're going to start with something really simple. We'll just put a lot of olive oil. A lot of olive oil. And this is what's going to make it nice and crunchy on the outside. Okay, and you know, potatoes to me need a lot of salt. So we're going to do coarse sea salt on the outside. And we're going to just do, I love using my hands. And we're going to make sure that's all rubbed around there. That salt and olive oil. Salt and olive oil rubbed all on there. Yummy. Rubbed all over that salt. And then before I put it in the oven, so we're going to put this in a 425-degree oven for about 20 minutes, and then we'll brush over our butter mixture. But I'm also going to add, just because I love pepper, I'm going to add some fresh ground pepper also, just at the top. Perfect. Alright, and into a 425-degree oven for 20 minutes. Alright, let's go to the oven. And in goes our Hasselback potatoes in their first stage. Yummy, they look good already. So funny. Okay, so we'll put those in at 325 center rack. I forgot my little treats, right? My little chef's treats were the bottom of the potatoes. So let's just do the same thing. Olive oil. Yummy. Now there's nothing wrong with this. This is going to be delicious. I love little scraps like this. So we will, which way should we have them? Like this? Yeah. Put them down like that. Put a little salt. Right next to the one in the oven. Alright. Yay! Butter sauce. Got the garlic minced, we've got the fresh herbs really nicely chopped, and we're gonna go to the oven and put together our butter mixture with, you know, all the stuff we got right here, y'all. More dried herbs, paprika. Okay, to the stove top. Has been 20 minutes. I think I'll take these out so I can brush them on top of the stove. And then my little treats down here, I'll leave in the oven. And we'll brush those with our butter and herb. Oh my goodness, look at that, y'all. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Okay. So this butter, herb mixture with the garlic. Oh, they're sizzling. They're talking. They're saying, yes, Hasselback. Yes, Hasselback. Doesn't that look good, y'all? Can you imagine? Garlic, herbs, butter. And we're going to do this first one time, and then 15 minutes, then we'll open it up a little bit in those cracks and crevices, you know? And get more of this in there. Go through, can you see this? And kind of open up all of these little slices. Okay, y'all, this does take a little time, but I believe it's going to be worth it. You know, just takes a little extra patience and time. Last 15 minutes, y'all. Yummy! Okay, here are the little treats. Remember the little skins that I cut off the bottom? Don't they look good? So let's take one of these little crunchy pieces. Let's see. Tastes like a potato chip. And let's take this one. Good, right, y'all? Look at all those herbs and butter. One by one. One potato. Two potato. Three potato. Four potato. And we're going to do, can we do this one? Let's do this one. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Test it. So let's put a little bit of just a dabble. Just a dabble. Okay, hot potato, hot potato. I think I better blow on it, huh? Alright, here we go. So good. So good. Oh my goodness. Crunchy, seasoned so well. The skin is so nice and crunchy. And then with all the herbs and the butter, the salt, a little bit of garlic, really good. Hasselback russet potatoes. Butter, garlic, fresh herbs, dried herbs. Delicious, y'all. Don't they just look good? Yummy. And of course you can have the side, any side you want. Either a little bit of ketchup for the kids or a simple sour cream and chives or yogurt and chives. And there you have it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Bye, y'all. Bye. 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 Enjoy your potatoes. They're good for you. Oh. Enjoy your potatoes. They're good for you. Bye, y'all. Bye. Bye.